Welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we're diving into the rich and fascinating history of the Russian language. From its ancient roots to its global influence today, the Russian language tells the story of a nation's evolution, culture, and power. Let's begin our journey through time. The Russian language is part of the East Slavic group of the larger Slavic language family. Its history begins around the 6th century AD, when the early Slavic tribes began to migrate across Eastern Europe. The common Proto-Slavic language that they spoke would eventually evolve into the various Slavic languages we know today, including Russian, Ukrainian, and Belarusian. In the 9th century, two Byzantine brothers, Saints Cyril and Methodius, created the Glagolitic alphabet, which later evolved into Cyrillic. This was the foundation of Old Church Slavonic, a liturgical language used in Orthodox Christian worship. Old Church Slavonic became the first written form of the Slavic languages and had a significant influence on the development of Russian, particularly in its vocabulary and grammar. By the 10th century, with the rise of the Kievan Rus, a federation of Slavic tribes under the rule of the Varanians, the East Slavic dialects began to diverge. The language spoken in Kievan Rus during this time is known as Old Russian or Old East Slavic. This period saw the first written records of the language, including religious texts and legal documents. The Mongol invasion in the 13th century fragmented the Kievan Rus and led to the formation of several separate principalities. This invasion had a profound impact on the Russian language, leading to the introduction of Turkic loanwords and influencing the dialectal differences between northern and southern Russian. By the 15th century, the Grand Duchy of Moscow rose to prominence, unifying the Russian principalities under its control. The Moscow dialect began to dominate and form the basis of what would become the modern Russian language. Ivan the Terrible's establishment of the Tsardom of Russia in 1547 further solidified Moscow's linguistic influence. The 18th century was a turning point for the Russian language under the reign of Peter the Great. Peter's reforms modernized Russia, bringing in Western European ideas, technology, and language. This period saw an influx of loanwords from French, German, Dutch, and other languages, enriching the Russian vocabulary and shaping its modern form. The 19th century is often referred to as the golden age of Russian literature. Writers like Alexander Pushkin, Fyodor Dostoevsky, and Leo Tolstoy elevated the Russian language to new heights, creating works that are still revered today. Their use of the language not only reflected the spoken vernacular, but also explored its expressive potential, making Russian a powerful literary language. With the formation of the Soviet Union in the 20th century, the Russian language was further standardized and spread across the vast Soviet territories. Russian became the lingua franca of the USSR, uniting diverse ethnic groups under a single language. The government also simplified the Cyrillic alphabet to improve literacy, making Russian more accessible to the masses. Today, Russian is one of the most widely spoken languages in the world, with over 258 million speakers globally. It's the official language of Russia, Belarus, Kazakhstan, and Kyrgyzstan, and is also widely spoken in Ukraine, the Baltic states, and beyond. Russian continues to be a language of global significance in politics, science, and culture. The history of the Russian language is a testament to the resilience and adaptability of a people and their culture. From its ancient Slavic roots to its modern-day influence, Russian has been shaped by centuries of history, making it one of the most rich and complex languages in the world. Thank you for joining us on this linguistic journey. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated on our latest content. Share your thoughts in the comments below. What aspect of the Russian language do you find most fascinating? See you next time on